Hello, welcome back to Monster Train. Today's intro, these intros are just becoming me talking about things that I've thought about but have no one to tell. But look, I had this revelation last night, and I gotta tell someone, and you're here, so you have to listen because it's the intro. So you know how in modern media, I saw this video of some girl, she was doing a cosplay, and she had like little vampire fangs on over her canines, right? And I looked at those, and I went, wait a minute. Don't in media, don't they portray the vampire bite as like two little holes right next to each other in the neck? But if the canine, like the canine teeth are the ones that extend to allow for the drinking of the blood, then the holes on the neck should be further apart. It's in media, it's like the vampires have sharp teeth based on the bite marks. They have the sharp teeth, but it's like their two front teeth, which then led me to this idea of a vampire but with buck teeth that are pointed instead. And yeah, that's basically it. I feel like Big Vampire has been lying to us, because when I was thinking about it, I was like, wait a minute. Those teeth are way too far apart, right? Like that's like you can't see it, but I got my mouth open. I'm counting. It's like 4 teeth of space between the canines that are supposedly larger for biting. So what the heck? I can't believe that I have never seen anyone point this out before. That's the intro. Let's play Monster Train now. But the intro is, what the hell, Big Vampire has been lying to me for years. Or every vampire's blood-drinking teeth are the front 2 teeth, which is equally hilarious. Today we're playing Soulguard. I didn't see a request. Something else I should mention before we begin the run. A lot of people pointed it out. I don't know how I missed it. That one guy, the one Darkwing that I was like, shouldn't he have gained armor between multi-strike hits? He was silenced. I don't know how I didn't notice that he was silenced there. He was silenced. Good catch, everyone. I just didn't even notice. I didn't even think about it. Forgot that effect could be silenced, honestly, because it's happened so infrequently to me. Anything else? Not particularly. It's 2:30. My stream got cut off because my upload speed is 100 kilobytes per second right now, so I'm gonna have a nice phone call with Charter tomorrow to say, hey, please stop that. And yeah, I hope you're having a nice day. I hope that this video is uploaded by then, but we'll see, I suppose. Hope you're having a good one today. Let's get to it, shall we? The last thing I have to tell you is don't forget to like the video, comment the video, subscribe the video. Sometimes I forget, and then I have to do a weird segue into it. It does matter. I went through a long period of time where I didn't want to say that at the start of videos, but it makes a huge difference, so you'll forgive me. Today we are Exile Stygian Default Hellhorned, Double Barrel Daedalus, Shadow Arcus Patient Seraph, cool, Crystallis Ritual, and Ice Storm. As we get going here, I have an idea, but I will talk about it once we get in here. Oh, so we have Collection plus Ritual, which is good. Or we can go Ashes. The thing I don't like about Ashes is I think that Ashes is a worthless relic until we see an imp. And if we just don't see an imp in the next 2 rooms, it's gonna be really bad. So I'm down to go Collection. If we see Welder Helper, well, it happens, right? Soulguard? Oh, Cold Channel. Hell yeah. So this is something that was suggested to me before, and I always was like, yeah, maybe, we'll see. No trials. This trial is fine. We have Crystallis. This trial is fine. But this is an idea that was brought to me in the past when I was streaming the game, and I was like, I don't know if I would want to stream that. But yeah, we'll play top 4 here. And put the train steering down. I was thinking, because remember, I was thinking that I was going to do a side series right about now, where I play through modded Monster Train. I play a bunch of Dusk's mod. I have not been doing that because I haven't been feeling like recording that much Monster Train, basically, is the only reason. Something that has been suggested, I saw people talking about it on Reddit today, because I looked at the Monster Train subreddit. Some people informed me that I was mentioned on there, so I had to go see what the people on Reddit were saying, but that's beside the point. Basically, as I continue to beat around the bush, what about a secondary series of Monster Train where I just do 1 through 25, the Baylor Lord ladder streak. Baylor Lord, a prominent Slay the Spire streamer. He plays the ladder streak where he starts at Ascension 1 and plays runs. Am I on the wrong difficulty? I'm on the wrong speed there. What the hell? I didn't even notice. But yeah, basically just do the ladder streak, but in like Covenant streaking. Playing on Covenant 25 is cool, but we can also do a side series where it's like, hey, check out these interesting other choices that you can do on lower Covenants to get by. Let me know what you think. We'll see if I find the motivation to record a secondary series. I got some other stuff that I've been working on. I'm taking Offering Token here because I really don't need anything else right now. We just need to incant Soul Guard, and, you know, Fortify is fine. Fortify incants and gives him 5 health. Usually Fortify is not a great card, but in this specific run, sounds good. Hey, there's the exact unit I was looking for. I'm not looking for you, Offering Monument. Get away from me. Nameless Siren seems like a pretty solid pick. Give me Multi-Strike. Cool, it's a great run. This run is excellent. I'm pretty sure we just win now. Like, I could die to Seraph the Patient, I guess. I don't need to take this. I'm not gonna take any more units. I'll take a Hot Shark, but I should have taken that. It's concerning to give this set of enemies armor. Yeah, wow, we're in a great spot, buddy. Because she has Rage Doesn't Decay. Part of the reason I wanted to take the Rage Doesn't Decay, I didn't talk about it at the time, but it's also good because now Siren's Rage doesn't decay. Which, mind you, Rage Does Not Decay is not an out-of-this-world, insanely powerful pickup, but it's good enough, right? How I would put it. It's worth about, depending, so say that Relentless goes 4 rounds. I think that 4 rounds is a good enough estimate here. If Relentless were to go 4 rounds and she has Rage on turn 1, which is pretty often going to happen, then this is going to be worth somewhere in the range of like 16 damage on these earlier combats, and then moving forward it's going to be worth somewhere in the range of like 24 damage. So a relic that gives one of my units 24 damage is good enough, right? It's not nuts, but it's a little more power on a unit that's already really strong. So I like it for that reason. Take Vent. We just have to remove now. I remove all the foregone powers. Oh, I don't have to go left. I can go right. We have the luxury of looking for a Frostbite Shark. I haven't seen him in so long. Offering Monument is fine. Unbroken Horn is okay. I'll just take the Pyre Health though. Like, Unbroken Horn is typically not going to do anything. Our deck has a lot of expensive cards. Taking 40 Pyre Health is really nice. And I'll go with an Umbra pick. I'm probably not taking what they show me here. Well, Trample is alright. I don't think we need it though. Like, this feels kind of like a waste. Our Rage should scale at such a rate that the Trample doesn't matter. That's my thinking. This could be wrong. This is probably wrong just for the fact that on a floating boss, having Trample means you get to like have 600 damage and not just have it get soaked. But if you have a unit with 600 times 2 or 300 times 2 even, you're probably winning anyway, so it doesn't really matter all that much. It's a choice that I don't think is super important. A lot of these choices are fine however you slice it, I think. Like that turn, I think it's better for the long term. Yeah, this is something we gotta watch out for too. Thankfully we have torches, but gotta keep the old eyes peeled for that one. Don't wanna die to that. It is an awkward one because I definitely want to take energy, or rather draw, but I think I might have to take energy. With the Offering Monument, it's not so bad to take energy here. The alternative is to like just remove a bunch and take some cost downs, which is also okay, I think. Kind of a tough one. What is our best decision here? I'm not sure. I need to get you below. Yeah, you're definitely gonna die as long as I double ping. There you have it. I'll take a look at the map after this combat, and we'll make our decision based on what the map looks like. Even though Soul Guard's getting a little lower on health, it doesn't matter. No Welder Helper, by the way, so I definitely think that Collection of Tales was the better choice. If we had seen Welder Helper, then I think that it would have been better to go Ashes, but we didn't. And that's the risk with Ashes, right? We saw the Rage Imp, but that Rage Imp is just a bad ritual of battle. Okay, let me take a look at the map here. So we have a magic shop that we're going to. We have another magic shop right after. But the magic shops don't line up with unstable vortexes. Vortexes? No, it's probably vortexes. Maybe it's just vortex. It doesn't line up with removals. So, and like there's no removal on 5, and there's no magic with vortex on 6. So we can't, basically, if our map looked like 2 of the magic shops had unstable vortex with it, I would have taken draw here. But because that's not the case, I'm just going to take energy. And that's fine. Now, do I want to take one horns? It's really weird to take one horns because on the one hand it's fine, but on the other hand I don't think I need it. Ally is probably better. I really don't see a why to taking one horns. It slows down our scaling for killing the second heavy. The second heavy on these combats is going to come typically around wave 4 or 5, which by then we hope that our Siren has scaled enough that she kills them both, because she should if I just put a little more into my rage, which we will in the next 2 floors. So, and if it's not that, then one horns isn't gonna make much of a difference. It's gonna like half health that heavy, but that's not that good. I'm just gonna take ally for soul guard. I don't think we need anything else. Skip this, and I will take energy. I think that it's not insane to take draw there, but you need a little bit of a better lineup on the next 2 floors. Because I want to be taking -1s on 3 straight magic shops as well as removals, and since that doesn't line up, it's not so good. I'm actually going to grab this removal because I don't really want to go to 3 magic shops in a row, so I'll just take the 2 removals instead, right? Although, it's interesting, right? I'm always going to this magic shop on the right here, and I think I'm going to this magic shop because there's nothing at the steel shop for us. But I could, so yeah, I think I skip this one and I just go to the next 2. The alternative is to go to this steel shop instead. Actually, that makes more sense, doesn't it? Because there is a unit that we can upgrade. We have Offering Monument, which means that I feel like this, because there's nothing interesting to duplicate, we don't need the pyre health. So getting the money is better than the, rather, the money with this shop is better than the pyre health and event with this shop. And this event could be nuts, but it also could just be bone shine. So I'll do this then. Usually there's not that much of a decision to be made here. And that's really just me trying to min-max to the fullest, I suppose. You don't have to think that in-depth about that decision. I just did because may as well. You can hold over Ritual. Is that good or is that terrible? I can hold over vent and that's backline. Yeah, I should do this. We don't want to deal with Soul Guard, or not Soul Guard, God, Seraph's Shade Wings. Shade Wings? Are they Shade Wings? What are they? They're Shade Wings. Wow, deranged brute. Could just turn Soul Guard into bad, no. I'm not taking deranged brute here, but, you know. Could actually just toss Soul Guard out of the run. I wonder if it was right too. Man, I really could have. We're weaker here, but we are going to a magic shop. I'll take it. Maybe I could have just taken deranged brute. The rage numbers would look insane. Like the rage numbers would get out of control. Alas, it was not to be. There's a lot of relics that we can hit here now that I would be very excited to see. I want a Chrysalis here. Ah, too bad. Obviously, if we get double incant or ecstatic, if we get one of the other rage relics, we're also pretty excited about that. Well, I am. You don't have to be excited. I'm excited about it though. I can now play these armor cards. Oh, hey, there's that. Fine. We're not quite gonna be where I said I wanted to be because we took the armor trial. I'm basically expecting to take some damage for this trial, and that's fine. It's gonna be this wave that hits us, of course. If I start working on it now, we might be able to lessen the impact a little bit. I can't put Frostbite back here, though. Could save health on Soul Guard, too. I'll just try and save the... I'll do my best to save this Pyre health. It's at least worth it to drop this front enemy below 69. Oh, we actually don't take anything here, do we? Nice. That's good. How much is this? It's 18? These guys are 17? I'm thinking it's right to just save Soul Guard's health here. I don't think it matters, and the trial ended up being free. I definitely have a problem of being more worried about trials than I need to be in this game. Like, the armor trial was absolutely fine here. I'm starting to realize that I can be a little more aggressive than I think I can. That's good though. Like, it's good to start to just push the limit a little bit more. Like, we didn't even take damage. I don't need anything else. Like, I really just need to remove Train Stewards and make this deck more coherent. Although, Rage Serum is a card that has almost no downside, right? It triggers Incant, great. It adds Rage, great. It's free, insane. And like, the big thing about it is if we draw it in the first half, it's just a free draw because of offering Monument, plus it incants everyone. Super good. I really like Rage Serum. I've become a much bigger fan of Rage Serum lately than I once was. I think it's a really good card. It's not even really good, it's just usually not bad, and usually not bad spells become really good when you're playing with Stygian as your secondary. I want to leave this slot open in case we see a double stack somewhere along the line. I think it's right. And I'll drop 150 on 2 Train Steward outs. Real quick. Yeah. We're very strong. I think that maybe Stealth Boss could kill me. It's not even Stealth Boss. Taking Multi-Strike here is fine. It's free. I just have to draw in the vent, but we have a good draw engine, even though it's 28 cards and 5 cards per turn. We have a, oh wow, I'm so good at the game. Never mind. I'm so good, buddy. By the way, this is a really good combat for me to demonstrate that one thing that I always try to talk about but never can, which is the way that enemies die in this game. Watch. Enemies die in like sets of 2 front to back. So these 2 sycophants die. This is the comment to show it, so I want to show it now while it's on my mind. I try to talk about this sometimes because sometimes it does matter. but the enemies die front to back. It mattered with when I was infernoing the Harvest Baron a few days ago. I was infernoing the guy that gives money. These two sycophants die as soon as I play this vent. You can see it in the combat preview, right? The sycophants in the back, for some reason, gain attack even though they should be dying. Like, it resolves in waves, which is super weird. I always, every now and then I try to talk about that, and then I just can't figure out how to put that sentence into words. It's very strange that it works that way. But, you know. It happens very infrequently, because how often are you killing groups of like 6 or 7 enemies at once like that? 6 or 7, more like 4 or 5, but, you know. Not quite 6 or 7. Need to be, I want to start venting these guys. Like, I've been missing incants by not waiting on them. Not that it really matters, but I need to get her armor up, Siren's armor up, so she doesn't die to the Sower of Sorrows, but like, she's also just ritual with battling them away. Interestingly enough, you take 12 if I don't kill anyone. If I do kill them, you take a lot more, right? Because it's 12 for each of them. Yeah, it's better than not. It's better than not. Saved a little more health on Soul Guard. Doesn't matter a ton. The multi-strike does lead to a lot of Soul Guard revenge triggers here, so we're gonna have a ton of Frostbite happening. This was a little closer than I thought it would be, actually. Don't touch this, like, don't play anymore. 133 Frostbite. Ooh, buddy. Hey, Sigil Seaweed. Can't wait to forget I have this. Crystalline Seeds is like the Rage Serum counterpart, but because you have to play this on enemies instead of allies, it's a lot worse than Rage Serum. In terms of like a free 0-cost consume card, the effect isn't as good as Rage 3. Because if you draw it before the enemies get up there, you're just going, huh. Well, I am, anyway. It's not bad, mind you, but it's just not an effect that I care enough to be adding. 510. Am I going to another steel shop? No. Okay. So we take it. We take whatever health we can get for him. No plus 25s? Man. Not often that I'm wishing for plus 25 over in Can Armor too, but right there I would have liked it. I'll save because we have a trinket shop coming up. Sometimes maybe we get the trinket shop and we get something cool. Probably not. Actually, almost certainly not. I don't think we make enough money. We'll have like 200 gold heading that way. Oh, this is the gross Arcus. This is Shadow. I got him mixed up with Darkness. I was like, oh, this isn't going to be too bad. It's got curses to deal with. I'm glad I took energy now a lot more than I was moments ago. I didn't realize we were against Curse Arcus. I actually thought it was Spell Shield Arcus. Look at this Offering Monument. Popping off a ring. Genius. Very glad for my Sigiled Seaweed now as well. Gonna do some work on these Absolvers, although not anymore because we drew an event. But, you know. I'm still glad, generally speaking. Maybe I should have left that guy alive. I didn't want to play Offering Token there, even if I drew it. I knew I had a chance to draw it, I just didn't care about drawing it. Doesn't matter what I draw there, I'm not playing it. I'd like to get rid of these foregone powers. Guess I could have killed this guy. You know, just generally, This is what I was saying about double heavies earlier. Hopefully we're gonna scale up fast enough that the second one just dies and she kills them both. And against Seraph the Patient, we learned recently, double heavies, there's only 2, right? Or no, there's only 1 wave with double heavies. So it's super not a concern. The only combat that's really a concern is Purifiers, but even Purifiers doesn't scare me that much here. Because I'm pretty sure we'll scale it fast enough to just punch through, because it's not a true double heavy. We'll probably take a little bit against Purifiers, but everything else we should just absolutely ruin. So I'm feeling good here. Feeling pretty good. 215 times 2, not a bad number to be looking at here. Not quite as fast as you would want it, but, you know, fine. I would rank this run as just fine. I'm really not that afraid of Seraph the Patient. I do need to up my incants a little more. Oh, or take Reinforce. Because Seraph the Patient will kill Soul Guard 100%. Reinforce gives us the out. I guess it's not 100%. It's highly likely that Soul Guard is going to die to Seraph the Patient before Relentless. We take Reinforce with this Incant Armor 2 and the armor cards, and we throw that onto our Siren, and she should then handle Seraph. I'm not even going to this. There's good relics, but the odds are against us. Pop out Foregone Powers. This deck does need like 2 or 3 more good 1-cost cards to be incanting off of. That aren't consume, I should say. Torch isn't a good one because it doesn't gain us armor. I'm just gonna take another alloy. Could do Helical as well. Call it Helical? I always call it Crystallis. I guess it doesn't matter. Could also do Offering Monument, but that doesn't sound very good. Yeah, our Soul Guard is going to die, but I don't think that that matters a whole lot. Armor 20. I am going to not take Armor 20 here. I've been saying I can be more aggressive. Shadewings with Armor 20, with Vent as our backline clear, sounds like a really bad idea to me. Anything else here? More damage, anything like that? No problem. Armor 20? Problem. Big problem. Very large issue. No Siren yet, too. We missed a lot of rage on the Siren with this draw order, which is a shame as well. But, you know, just cycle through. I'm gonna put armor. I'm gonna get in the habit of putting armor on the Siren now. I want to put this. Yeah, I want to put this like this. Fine. I wasn't worried about missing any draws there. There was nothing that I was worried about drawing into and losing on. Maybe I could play this this Soul Guard up enough that he doesn't die. I wonder. Well, my game? It has frozen? There we go. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna work on this goon now. Because he is pretty close to dead. Probably shouldn't have drawn him in hindsight. Alas, hindsight only goes so far. If I can pull... Oh, it's all torches, huh? But this does it, because this gets him below the damage threshold Soul Guard will kill at. So we don't take the damage. Very nice. Okay. I'm gonna end up taking some damage on Soul Guard because he has to take the 5 damage splash now, but it's not that bad. We're 100% fine at this point. As I'm sure you can imagine. So it's just Seraph now. How is Seraph going to go? I'd give us good odds, but not 100% victory, just because it's Patient Seraph, and Patient Seraph can always sneak one over on you. But when we have this, so like if we get to this point, we're gonna win. It's as usual with Patient Seraph. If we survive the first like 3 or 4 rounds, we're good. If I could pick up a Stygian Tome, that would be pretty nice. Haven't seen one of those yet. Almost didn't play Vent. That would have been rough. Like if I see a Stygian Tome here, that'd be really good. I don't expect it, but That's like the, okay, it's almost 100% now sort of pickup. Yeah, no expectation, but nice to dream. I don't need more armor generation either. I think that what we have is plenty. Gonna go for removals in a magic shop. Keep clearing out these foregone powers. We'll take a look at the trinket shop first just to see if there's double incant. There is not. I did say I'd like one of the rage relics, but Scorching Restraints is not the one here. I like rolling the trinket shop first, just in case, you know? It's unlikely, but just the fact that the odds are there is enough to make me go, yeah, we'll take a look. Could remove consume -1 alloy. That seems really good, actually. We want 1 energy cards to incant off of. That's a pretty good one, all things considered. Take the Crystallis plus 10 here, although it might be a waste of money. I said I wanted to double stack this. I think that that's incorrect. I'm gonna double stack alloy. We're just gonna up the armor here. And we'll do this. This run just randomly turned into an armor run, but I think it's good just because it gives us a fallback against Patient Seraph. I'm fairly confident here. I would give us a high win percentage chance, like 95-ish. Yeah. I kind of like putting Offering Monument in front and just letting it tank the melee weakness hits. I wonder about that. Think about it for a second here. I think it's fine. I'm gonna end up incanting a lot on Seraph on the next turn, though, is the problem. And it matters. It does matter. Yeah. I mean, the problem is the same either way. Okay, it's Nameless Siren. I'm glad I checked. Because that's really good for us. Check doesn't matter a ton. Took 15, it was unavoidable. But, you know. Okay, so on this turn, I'm going to incant Seraph, basically. There's no way around it. We're not going to get around incanting Seraph. We just have to make sure that our incants are worth it, right? So we don't play something like Rage Serum on this turn. I do play the Vent, though. Or, you know, it's fine to play Rage Serum, actually. But, like, armor, I don't need to. It's fine, though, right? Because when Seraph leaves the floor, we just get crazy return on our energy here. We get to make a lot. Don't want to reinforce, but I'm not really gonna... Reinforce is for Nameless Siren. Reinforce isn't for you, Soul Guard. That's what I have to keep in mind. And I am gonna vent this. I don't really need to torch. I may as well, though, just so it's gone. Just get rid of it. And the melee weakness is going to be diffused quite a lot by the Gilded Wings, of course. The saving grace of these runs, Gilded Wings, they stop a lot of the melee weakness damage. Instead of taking 56 from the melee weakness, he takes 20 because of this from it, which is very nice. This is our only double heavy wave. We didn't quite scale as fast as I would have hoped, but it's fine. We'll still get him. Actually, yeah, it's completely fine, isn't it? It's like Crystallis. Yeah, it's over. Okay. I need to start moving my armor plays off of Soul Guard over to Nameless Siren. Oh. 20, it's 48. It's fine. I will move off of the Florida Offering token. Yeah. I need to just start playing my armor on the Nameless Siren here. Soul Guard's dropping a little low, but that's okay. It's to be expected. We're pivoting off of keeping Soul Guard alive, although maybe I want to keep him alive. I want him to hit his multi-strike. I don't think that this... You're at 171. I don't think that this choice matters, but maybe it does. Maybe it does. I'm gonna follow through. I'm gonna keep Soul Guard alive. I think it makes enough sense to do it. Thank God I did the holdover vent play, by the way. I definitely would have gotten run down. 100% I would have gotten run down. It feels like it's cycling a lot faster than I would expect it to. No complaints. Pretty sure we have it, right? We have it? Ah, we have it. I just killed the shade arms. Yeah. Didn't even end up using the reinforce. I picked it up and I didn't even use it. Crazy. 388 frostbite. Very nice. Very nice. Another good old-fashioned cold channel soul guard run. Who doesn't love these, right? I like them. I think that you can definitely get baited by Ashes of the Fallen on this run, though. Ashes of the Fallen looks really juicy. You remember all of those high roll runs with it, but if you take it as your first take and you miss on the Welder Helper, you're just sad. We didn't see any Imp in the boxes either, no Transcendence. It just didn't feel like the Imp run to me. And even if it was, it's not great because like the Rage Relic is just good, right? If that Relic is a little worse than Rage Doesn't Decay, then you are more than welcome to just grab the Prospective Imp take, but in this situation, it ended up being the right choice to avoid it. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed, don't forget to leave me a like. Subscribe if you want to see more. I will see you in the next one. Have a good one.